Closing in on the #1 seed in the WAC tournament, the Lopes are riding high into tonight's game versus the Seattle Redhawks. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kyle Borg alongside Montana Lambden, and we welcome you inside the GCU Arena in Montana. The Lopes are riding a 7-game win streak right now, and they are led by their freshman point guard, Jada Holland.
That's right, Kyle. Jada Holland has had some stellar games, taking an exhilarating 44 points just through 2 road wins, earning her WAC Player of the Week for the second time in just her freshman season. Huge accomplishment there. Something I love about her is that she was a pass-first point guard, yet that all changed coming to GCU, where she's evolved more into a scoring threat. Coach Pell has had this vision for her, and she's right where she's meant to be, proven after her second WAC honor.
Absolutely. Second time Jada Holland's been named WAC Player of the Week, and last time against Chicago State, she dropped a career-high 26 points, but Seattle, no easy opponent for the Lopes coming into the GCU Arena tonight. They themselves are also riding a win streak, and that totals 5 games.
That's right, Kyle. Although GCU is going for their 8th straight win today, Seattle has also been on that same roll, going for their 6th consecutive victory. However, Seattle is 2-8 in road wins, and there's nothing like the game day atmosphere here in the GCU Arena. It's going to be a tough one for Seattle.
That it will, and of course, that is the last time these two teams met was up in Seattle earlier this year, where the Lopes came away with a 56-48 victory over the Seattle Redhawks, and they were led off the bench by Mae Bryan, who had 14, alongside coming off the bench as well, Venla Veras, who had 12, all on 3-point attempts. And Carla Balagay led the way on the boards with 11 rebounds for her. Holland had just 6 points to go along 6 assists. So we'll see if the Lopes can get it done once again here inside the GCU Arena. They're 9-4 at home this year. The stage is set. The two teams are ready to go, and when we come back, we will have starting lineups, prayer, national anthem, and then tip-off between the Redhawks and the Lopes right here on GCU TV.
It takes great determination to lead a Division I team. For some of us, it just comes naturally.
So one key component that makes the Waste Management Phoenix Open so successful is Cox Business. Over 700,000 people are going to come enjoy TPC Scottsdale, from digital TV to digital phones to security, and most importantly, that free Wi-Fi all over this property. We simply couldn't do it without a partner like Cox Business. We're grateful, we're thankful, it's a hole-in-one.
And we are back here inside the GCU Arena as the team's finishing up their pregame warm-ups with about a minute and a half left on the clock. Seattle comes into this one at an even 12-12 on the season and 6-5 in Western Athletic Conference play, and they come in with a 3-way tie for 3rd place in the WAC standings, while the Lopes come into this one 14-8 and a 9-2 Western Athletic Conference record, and they are sitting alone atop the WAC standings by half a game over Kansas City, who they were able to take down on the road last Thursday, a week ago, exactly to the day. So we'll see if the Lopes can keep that first place standing here with a win, the second consecutive win against Seattle this season. Looking for the season sweep as Seattle looking to stay alive and get in position come WAC tournament time, as we are about ready to go now. We will send you down to the floor for prayer, anthem, starting lineups, and then we'll have tip-off.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful GCU Arena and today's women's basketball matchup featuring the visiting Redhawks of Seattle University and your Grand Canyon University Antelopes. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we begin this afternoon with a word of prayer, led today by Andre Fitzmaurice, a junior and Havoc's leader majoring in sports management here at GCU.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for a beautiful day and for the beautiful game of basketball. We love everything that you've given us, the opportunity to be here and the opportunity to see all these players compete to the maximum capacity. Thank you so much for this day, and in your name we pray. Amen.
And now, fans, please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The Star-Spangled Banner will be performed this evening by your very own Thundering Herd Pep Band under the direction of the professor, Dr. Paul Cook. And now, fans, it's time to meet the starting lineups for this evening's matchup. We begin with the visiting Redhawks. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 5, Courtney Murphy. At forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 13, Haley Weissneet. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 15, Kamira Sanders. At guard, a 5'6" senior, number 21, Olivia Crawford. And at center, a 6'3" senior, number 30, Joanna Alvish. Seattle U is led by head coach Susie Barkham, assisted by Jody Gleason, Skip Gleason, and Tony Thomas. Freshman from Pleasanton, California, number 4, Jada Holland. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Barcelona, Spain, number 5, Lara Piera. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore from Barcelona, Spain, number 12, Carla Balogun. At guard, a 5'10" freshman from Langley, British Columbia, number 13, Tavia Rowell. And at forward, a 6'4" senior from Killing, Texas, number 34, Deja Daniel. Your Lopes are led by head coach Nicole Powell, assisted by Brad Layson, Sidney Crafton, and Taylor Hyde.
And we'll go ahead and recap the starting lineups. First for Seattle University, who will be wearing the black uniforms tonight. It is number 5, Courtney Murphy, number 15, Kamira Sanders, number 21, Olivia Crawford, number 13, Haley Weissneet, and number 43, Joanna Alves. And for the Lobes, the usual starters, Jada Holland, Laura Piera, Tavia Rowell, Carla Balagay, and Deja Daniel in the middle. And of course, the Lobes wearing the home white uniforms tonight as they make their return for the final homestand of the season. They'll get Utah Valley on senior night on Saturday afternoon, but first got to get through the Seattle Redhawks team. Both sides looking to keep winning streaks alive, and it looks like they're ready to go. The Band and the Havocs are ready to go. Montana, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go, Kyle. Gonna be a good one.
As the referees get everything set right here, we are getting ready for tip-off. Deja Daniel and Joanna Alves will tip it off for both sides. And the Lopes are gonna win the tip, and it'll go to Jada Holland to start off the first quarter of play. She'll find Piero on the wing, and then up top to Balagay. Holland looking inside, but has to reset it with Rowell. She'll look to drive off a Balagay's screen. Daniel at the top of the key finds Holland, who will pull up, and she'll miss the first shot for her. Balagay fighting for an offensive rebound, can't quite get it in Seattle, almost turning it over. And now so the Redhawks will start their first possession. Look to get the scoring started. Alves. She'll miss her first shot. Balagay gets the rebound, and here come the Lopes in Montana. After the first 2 possessions, what are the Lopes gonna have to do to get the win and keep the win streak alive with the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game?
Well, the first key to the game tonight is Play 4K. Tonight has a special meaning that's more than just basketball. It's to fight cancer tonight. So as you can see in warm-ups, the girls both teams were dressed in pink. The cheerleaders got some pink palms out tonight. Everyone supporting that. The next key to the game is going to be Holland is hot. As we talked about earlier, she is on a roll in Chicago. She had her 26 points in just 1 game. She really has came alive in these fourth quarters within her matches. So looking to see what damage she's going to bring later on this night. In the last key of the game tonight is going to be remain on top. The girls are at the top of WAC standings, and when we just caught up with Coach Brad Langston before tonight's game, he said it's not unexpected to be at the top because of the growth that this team has truly had.
So the and 1 foul goes on Deja Daniel. The Lopes got their scoring started with a nice drive and a left-handed layup by Rowell, and the free throw is good, and Seattle will take a 3-2 lead off the free throw from Weissneet. Piera with it on the wing for the Lopes, looking to get a screen from Daniel. She'll have to try and get something going here. She'll hand the ball off to Carla Balagay, who goes with the backdoor cut to Holland, who lays it up and in off the glass, and the Lopes regain a 1-point advantage. It's 4-3. Nice feed from Carla Balagay.
As you take another look here.
Alves short, offensive rebound thrown up wildly, can't corral it, and the Lopes will bring it down. Deja Daniel gets the rebound, and now Jada Holland will cross half court and get the offense started for the Lopes. Looks to make a move, she'll stop. Feed to Rowell up top. Rowell will pull a 3. Downtown, Tavia Rowell hits her first 3 of the game, and she's 2 for 2 on the night.
As you take another look here, absolute beautiful 3. Couldn't have asked for it any better, making it look easy out there.
Can't give Tavia Rowell that much space. Seattle will pop a 3 of their own, can't get it. Rebound to Daniel. She'll find Holland, and the Lopes will look to advance their 4-point lead early on here in the first quarter. Holland at the free throw line. She'll find Rowell again. Tavia Rowell's going to turn the ball over there with a traveling violation, so Seattle will get it right back. Rowell had just 1 point and took just 1 shot in Chicago last Saturday. She's already got 5 here today. Balagay is going to get scored on in the post. Good defense from Carla. And we are at a 2-point Lopes lead, 7-5. All 5 of Seattle's points have come from Weissneet. Piera looking to set something up. She'll feed Daniel inside. Daniel will find Rowell in the corner. She'll pull up a floater, misses it long, and the rebound to Alves, and here come the Redhawks. but the Lopes do a good job getting back in transition to deny numbers for Seattle. Step back three off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound as there were 4 Lopes around it. And now a jump ball will keep possession with Seattle. As Tiana Brown will check in for the Lopes.
Well, the last time these two teams played each other was earlier this season, where GCU defeated Seattle 56-48 on January 23rd. There was a lot of foul trouble going on. Deja Daniel was forced to sit majority of the second and third period, leading the Lopes' leading scorer. May Bryant led the team 14.6 rebounds while she was in her hometown of Seattle, which was pretty cool for her. Vin Laveris had 3 3-pointers, and they outshot the Redhawks by 40%.
So Lopes get another defensive rebound. Rowell to that left hand. She puts it up. She puts it in off the glass. Tavia Rowell's got 7 quick ones for the Lopes. And the Lopes are up 9-5 now, 4 minutes into quarter number 1. Ball goes to the high post, looking to drive on Deja Daniel. Spin move, underhand layup missed, air ball, and Tiana Brown picks it up, and she will start the offense for the Lopes. She'll find Holland. Jada Holland looks to change direction, finds Daniel. Daniel up strong and puts it in. Another assist for Jada Holland. Deja Daniel, her first basket of the game, and she's got 2 points to go with her 2 rebounds, and the Lopes up 6 early. Alves has checked out of the game for Seattle. Offensive foul. Jada Holland's going to draw a charge. And the Lopes will get it right back in another substitution for Seattle. McKenna Shaunefer checks in for her first minutes here tonight. Holland will call out the play as she crosses the timeline and will feed Balagay at the top. Finds Holland on the wing, a lot of space. She'll find Daniel. She'll take a little jump shot from the free throw line, miss it badly, in the rebound to Seattle. Lopes up 11-5 here, halfway through quarter number 1. Starting strong early. Looking to go inside. Brown's going to force a turnover. Rowell can't quite corral it, and Seattle will regain possession as Alves back to the scores table along with May Bryant for the Lopes. Driving on Daniel, puts it up and in. Seattle and Sanders on the board, her first basket of the night. And it's 11-7 Lopes.
Really great start to the game so far. Lopes have had some tremendous effort, which is really going to be the deal breaker.
And a long 2 from Rowell, not going to go down, but of course Tiana Brown into the game for the first time, along with Vin Laveris now at the scores table for the Lopes with May Bryant. But Tiana Brown, very good scorer for the Lopes off the bench. They have about an 8-9 player rotation, and the bench has been a real strong key for the Lopes early on, and that will force a immediate timeout. So 11-7 Lopes have the lead as Bryant and Veris will get ready to check in for GCU along with Alvish's return for Seattle. Lopes up by 4 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the opening quarter of play. We'll be right back right here on GCU TV.
Bossy, bossy. Just looking at my kids like I'm bossy. Bang, 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 bang. To Y little S to the base, London and mid on edges. Is it?
At GCU, earning your MBA degree online comes with the college experience. To advance your career in business, it takes support from those around you. Our online class size averages less than 25 students, with highly skilled faculty. GCU's Colangelo College of Business offers online MBA programs in real-world emphasis, including accounting, leadership, marketing, sports business, and more. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu/MBA.
When it comes to school spirit, we do it best. Lopes up.
Lopes up. Lopes up.
Lopes up from
Afghanistan. Hear the thunder. Hear the love. Lopes up. Hear the thunder.
Lopes with an early 4-point advantage on the visiting Seattle Redhawks during that media timeout. And a hot start quickly from Tavia Rowell. She's got 7 of 11 for the Lopes early on here, Montana.
That's right, Kyle. And these freshman girls have not experienced this sense of collegiate basketball where they have already played Seattle U this season. So this time it's even harder. The teams know what to look for and they know what they're going against. So as we're in second half of WAC play, this is where things really get challenging. But so far, the Lopes freshman girls have really proven themselves.
Absolutely, and that second half of WAC play a little bit harder as everybody knows kind of what you're doing as that one goes inside Deja Daniel. She'll hit the nice little hook shot over that left shoulder off of the glass and in. And, you know, that second time around, it's everybody kind of knows what you're running, what your personnel are, and what your tendencies are, as Coach Langston was talking to us before the game, talking about that a little bit. And, you know, everybody just has a better look, so each game's going to be closer and closer, as that one's going to be blocked by Ven Laveris. Fight for the loose ball on the floor, jump ball. Lopes going to regain possession. Good defense and good help from Ven Laveris to get the Lopes back the basketball, as on the floor right now it's May Bryant, Jada Holland, Ven Laveris, Tiana Brown, and Deja Daniel in the middle for GCU. Finding Tiana Brown now. She'll look to drive. Left hand, little bounce pass. Can't hit the floater as Deja Daniel, and Seattle will regain possession and look to go quickly, looking to get out in transition. Finding the trailer, left-handed three is going to be good by Murphy. Her first basket. She's 1 for 2 from deep on the night, and Seattle cuts the lead down to just 3, 13-10 now. 3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Holland, strong lay-in, can't quite get it to go. Daniel will find the loose ball at the top of the key, and May Bryant will reset and find Tiana Brown at the top. Trying to get a screen from Daniel. She'll feed Holland. Holland gonna reset things with 7 to go on the shot clock. Gonna get a foul now on the drive. Will be on Crawford. A couple more substitutes coming in now for Seattle.
Coach Pownall seeming to
So the shot clock resets to 20, and Ven Laveris will inbound. Holland at the top of the key, finding Veris. Can't quite get the three off, looking for that quick trigger, and now she'll turn it over, and a good steal. Seattle looking to stay with it, get that ball to the right hand and lay it up and in is Sanders. So Sanders able to poke that one loose. The senior out of Redding, California, Kamira Sanders, she has 4 points on the night, 2 for 3 from the floor. As Brown will look to take it inside. Offensive foul, Tiana Brown, good call by the referee. And Laura Piera gets ready to check back in for GCU. It'll be for Ven Laveris. So the first team foul on the Lopes. Seattle has 2 team fouls, or excuse me, that's the second team foul on GCU. So both teams now with 2. It's a 1-point Lopes lead at 13-12 with just 2 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Inside to Alves, working on Daniel. Too strong. Rebound tipped out. Seattle will keep possession. Shot clock resets to 20. And Seattle will go back inside to Alves. Gets Daniel in the air. Stuffed! Deja Daniel from behind recovers in time. And Alves is struggling right now. Hasn't hit a shot yet, has no points and just 1 rebound. So Balagay now checks in for Deja Daniel to get her a rest. And Seattle keeps it with 10 seconds to play on the shot clock. Inbound to Alves. Bryant on the ball now. Inside, working on Brown. Balagay recovers. Not allowing anything easy in the paint early on for the Lopes, and they're going to force a shot clock violation. And another turnover for Seattle. It's going to be their 3rd of the game. And the Lopes will look to advance their 1-point lead as we wind down the first quarter of play. Holland with the ball now for GCU. Laura Piera with it. She'll find Balagay. Balagay's going to try a jump shot. Can't quite get it to go. Bryant fighting for that rebound. Can't get it. Here comes Sanders. And she'll hand it off, and Seattle will go to work. Looking for Alves inside, but the Lopes not allowing anything easy. Foul going to be on May Bryant, and 1 for Sanders. So she'll go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Last time these two teams met, Alvish had 15 points and 6 rebounds, and she was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. So the Lopes doing a good job controlling her early on. Scoreless so far through almost a full quarter of play, and the Lopes down by 2, so Seattle gains their second lead of the game, and it's a 2-point lead. Bryant looking to get something going, can't. Holland stops, pops at the WAC logo, gets it to fall on a little jump shot from 10 feet away, and the Lopes tie it up at 15. We're 45 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Murphy with a foul on Piera, gonna be a hand check. So just the 4th team foul, one more puts the Lopes over the foul limit for the quarter. And then Seattle will be shooting free throws, but there is just 41.9 seconds remaining.
And we saw this same thing the last time these two teams played each other back in January. There was tons of fouls going on, so lots of effort from both teams.
Holland feeds Brown. Brown looking to get something going. She'll stop. Kick back out to Holland. Gets a screen from Balagay. Holland pulls up, fouled. Not gonna get the jump shot to fall, but Jada Holland will go to the free throw line. Looking to give the Lopes back the lead. She'll shoot a pair. And that is the 3rd team foul on Seattle.
Jada Holland is the freshman out of Pleasanton, California. She's the WAC Player of the Week, as we mentioned, for the 2nd time this season.
Holland sinks the first free throw. Lopes back up by 1.
She's been a huge contributor to the Lopes all season long, getting her season high of 26 points, as we mentioned earlier, last game against Chicago State.
Holland can't hit the second one. Lopes up by 1, 10 seconds remaining. Seattle looking to hold for 1. Top of the key, Bryant on the ball, into triple coverage, finds a wide open shooter outside, can't get it to go. Balagay gets the rebound, and the first quarter will come to an end, but the Lopes are on top, 16-15, as a good hard-fought battle all the way around here in the opening quarter.
And get the best gear to show off your Lope pride if you go to lopeshop.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. You can use promo code GCUTV25 to get 25% off just for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple. Lopes up.
Again, promo code GCUTV25, see it on your screen right there. Lope Shop's got a lot of great stuff available for any time. I haven't been in there for a while, but it might be time to make a stop back or at least go online.
New stuff, yep.
Of course, I'm sure we might be in t-shirt throwing range up here tonight, maybe. Maybe get something free, you never know. So Lopes take first quarter, 16-15, have a 1-point advantage on the Red Hawks. All-time series between these two teams is 8-7. Lopes do have that 1-game advantage, and they won the last meeting already this season, 56-48. They are 4-3 at home, and they've won 5 of the last 6 against Seattle. However, the last time they were here in GCU Arena, Seattle came away with a 70-55 win here inside the GCU Arena last season.
But that was also a complete different Lopes team. This year, the squad is completely new, mostly all freshmen, 12 out of the 15. The second youngest team in collegiate basketball, but the growth of these freshmen, we talk about this every single game, and it just seems to get better every single game. The girls are hungry, and it shows. Looking for their 8th straight win tonight. Seattle looking for their 6th straight win.
The Lopes are 9-1 in their last 10 games, sitting atop the WAC standings like we talked about earlier, followed by Kansas City, who is 10-3 in the WAC, but a half game back of the Lopes. And then Seattle, Bakersfield, and Utah Valley all tied at 6-5 for a 3rd place tie in the WAC right now. And of course, Utah Valley at Bakersfield tonight, and then they'll be right here inside the GCU Arena on Saturday afternoon, and you can catch that action right here on GCU TV. So Seattle starts off with the first possession. Bryan able to get a last touch off of Seattle, forcing a turnover, and now the Lopes will get the ball back off the fourth Seattle turnover. So Holland starts the offense here in the second quarter. She has played the entire 10 minutes of the game so far. Holland up and under off the glass, puts it in. Jada Holland again. She's got 7, she's 3 of 5 to start the game here. She's picking up right where she left off last week with those 44 points in 2 games.
Yeah, and Coach told us that she is one of the players who is always consistently working in the gym, even on the days off. She's shooting around. That's what Coach Brad Langston said. She said that she's a hard worker, and that's why she is in the position that she is today with such a lead role for her team.
So second foul on Tiana Brown will return Tavia Rowell, who has 7 for the Lopes as well. So Holland and Rowell combining for 14 of the Lopes' 18. The other 4 coming from Deja Daniel. So just 3 Lope scores in the box score so far. Look for Mae Bryant to be active early on in a traveling violation. Good defense from Mae Bryant to force another Seattle mistake. Lopes up 18-15, and Coach Susie Barcombe over there trying to plead her case to the official on that baseline. Telling the assistant coach to go have a seat now. So look out for that as this game continues.
Heating up.
Rowell inside, Jada Holland just gonna miss, but a foul gonna be called on Seattle, and Holland will go back to the line. Great pass from Tavia Rowell right there on the backdoor cut. Jada Holland's already connected on a couple of those today as Alvish comes back into the ball game now for Seattle.
Alvis was a WAC Player of the Week nominee this week as well. She scored 19 points against UTRGV and 12 points and 13 rebounds against New Mexico State to lead the Redhawks to a pair of conference wins at home.
Holland can't quite hit that free throw, so she's 1 for 3 from the line tonight. She's a 76% free throw shooter on the season. She also leads the team in free throw attempts and free throw makes. That is her 56th free throw made on the season, and she's attempted 75, so around 76% for Jada Holland on the year. Lopes up by 4. Ball will go to the top of the key with Alvish. Pierre playing defense on the ball now. Finding Murphy, kick out 3. Not gonna fall, rebound Balagay. Gets it quickly to Holland, and now the Lopes looking to start the break. But Holland will slow things down and wait for her offense to get set here on the half court. Looking to get Deja Daniel free inside on that little down screen. Can't quite do it. Pierre gonna drive. Can't find a pass. Balagay comes sliding in, forcing a jump ball, and the Lopes are gonna keep possession. Great hustle from Carla Balagay, getting on the floor for the second time tonight, forcing another jump ball.
It's definitely interesting to not only see the growth of the Lopes program, but also of the Redhawks program. Last year, their 2018-2019 record was only 3-27, so they only won 3 games the entire season, and 3 of those were in WAC play. So this year, really changing things around. Overall, 12-12 record.
It's definitely the improvement has shown with the upper class leadership for Seattle, as long with the underclassmen, but really led by Alvish, who's still scoreless in just over 8 minutes of play, as that last foul was going to be called on Alvish as she was trying to fight with Deja Daniel for position, and now they're going to call Daniel for an offensive foul. So back-to-back fouls underneath.
Seems to be the pattern that's been happening so far this evening. Things getting pretty aggressive.
It's Mariah Mitchell at the table now. She'll check in for Piera. So Mariah Mitchell, her first action of the ball game here in the second quarter. 7:50 left to play. Lopes still up by 4. Seattle has yet to score here in quarter number 2. Inside to Alvish. Looking for her first basket. Daniel can't quite get a hand of that one, and Alvish gets her first points of the game. She goes to 1 for 5 on the evening now with 2 points. Seattle really would like her to get going to keep this thing close, but a turnover and another steal by Sanders and another lay-in as Balagay telegraphed that pass, and Holland giving her a little bit of instruction as they bring the ball down the court, and we're tied up at 19, so a 4-0 scoring run from Seattle ties the game up here in quarter number 2. As Bryant goes to the scores table for the Lopes, finding Mariah Mitchell. She'll shoot a 3. Mitchell off the front of the rim and out. Nice to see Mariah Mitchell trying to get in the score column for GCU. Sanders been out of control a little bit so far here tonight. Had to slow herself down a couple of times to make sure she keeps the ball. And a foul on Rowell as Murphy coming off that screen. Going to be another hand check, it looks like. So referees really calling that small stuff tonight, so you got to adjust to that as the hand checks and the fouling underneath are what's probably going to be key as this one continues to move forward as we see another foul called up top. And that one going to be picked off by Jada Holland. She'll hit the fast break layup and give the Lopes a 2-point advantage, and Jada Holland giving Sanders a taste of her own medicine on that one.
Oh, baby, couldn't ask for any better if you take another look there.
And an offensive foul, another charge on Seattle. Mitchell takes that one. And a substitution for the Red Hawks. Foul was on Olivia Crawford, her first of the game. Both sides here with 3 fouls in the second quarter apiece. Mitchell fumbles that one but keeps possession, gives it back to Holland. Up top, May Bryant. She'll find Mitchell in the corner. Rowell pumps. She'll drive. Daniel intercepts that cross-court pass. Holland will reset. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. She'll look for a high ball screen. She'll have to pull a 3. Going to be short and an air ball. And now a turnover by the Lopes, and Seattle will regain possession down by 2. Seattle looking to tie things up yet again. This is Sanders with it to Alvesh. Alvesh will take a jump shot. Got to be off the glass and in. So Alvesh has 4 points now, just her second make of the ball game. Bryant will catch it in the corner. She'll take one dribble, find Mitchell at the top. Sanders almost able to pick that one off again. She's got a couple of steals already. 2 exactly. And on the season, she averages 2.7 steals. So she's already got 2 here in the first half. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. The Lopes will have to get things going. Knotted up at 21 with just over 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Flipped up, can't get it. Daniel offensive rebound. Mitchell has to pull a long 3, air ball off the mark. And the Lopes turn it over yet again. They're 6th on the evening. (21-21) as Seattle starts their offense here, looking to find Murphy, guarded by Rowell, can't get it to her. Inside to Alvesh. Sanders for 3. Way off the mark. Daniel rebound. Going to get it to Holland. And the Lopes will look to regain the lead here on this possession. Turned it over on the last couple. Finds Bryant at the free throw line. Up top to Mitchell. She'll get a screen from Bryant. Now feed it back to Bryant. Bryant will take a jump shot. Can't get it to go. Almost rebounded by Deja Daniel, but Alvesh comes away with it. And here comes Seattle. Sanders finds Alvesh. Alvesh gonna pull a 3 off the back of the rim and out. Holland off our defensive rebound for Jada Holland. And now a back and forth affair between both sides. Lopes have not scored in over 2 minutes now, and a traveling violation. And another turnover for the Lopes. And that will bring us to immediate timeout. So 21 all here with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to play here in half number 1 between the Red Hawks and the Lopes. We'll be right back right here on GCU TV.
Time. Never enough hours in the day, not enough days in the week. But you always make time for work, for play, for creating a brighter future. GCU's Colangelo College of Business puts you first, so you can earn your MBA degree online on your time. To advance your career in business, it takes support from those around you. There's never been a better time to become tomorrow's leader than now. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu/MBA.
Do you like to create, collaborate, and solve problems? At Grand Canyon University, you can earn your advanced degree in computer programming, computer science, or information technology. Explore the world of data science or business analytics and change the way businesses operate. Embrace your patriotism and study in cybersecurity or earn your Java certificate. Now's the time to make a change by building a career in one of these high-demand technology programs. Enroll today. Find your purpose at gcu.edu.
Back inside the GCU Arena during this media timeout, 21-21 between the Lopes and the Red Hawks. And the Lopes are led by 10 points from Jada Holland. And the Red Hawks are led by 9 points by Sanders. So it looks like the Red Hawks are ready. They just got another turnover on the Lopes as it was a traveling violation. So the Lopes, 6 turnovers so far on the game. Seattle has 7. So turnover's a big point of emphasis early on, or as we close in on halftime. Looking to find Murphy. Murphy stops, pops, can't get it to go, short off the front of the rim. Deja Daniel, another rebound for her. She's got 6 to go with 4 points. Bryant handoff, Holland 3-ball. Off the window and in. Jada Holland banks one in. She's got 13, her first 3 of the afternoon, or the evening, and it's 24-21. So Alvish checking back out for Seattle once again, taken away by Jada Holland, and now here comes GCU. She'll hand off for Rowell. Rowell gonna take a step back jumper, it's gonna fall. Tavia Rowell, she's got 9. Tavia Rowell really starting to feel it here for the Lopes tonight. Bucket kicks out to Murphy. Rowell doing a good job defending her. Inside foul on Daniel. That's going to be her second. And Seattle will go to the free throw line. Down by 5, 26-21. Lopes have the lead. 2 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in this first half.
These fouls are really what can make or break the games, especially when there is so many back and forth from both teams. Teams really needing to take advantage of these.
Izanu can't hit the first one. She'll sink the second one, and it goes to a 4-point lead for the Lopes as Alvish checks back in. Another quick rest for her. And so does Balagay in for Deja Daniel. And it's 26-22. Deja Daniel leads the Lopes with 10 double-doubles on the season. She had a streak of 5 straight early on in WAC play. Bryant to Holland. Gets a screen inside back to Bryant. Holland turns it over. Some miscommunication on that play there by the Lopes. Looking to hit Bryant on the roll, but she wasn't ready for it. Inside to Alvish, and now foul. Going to be called, it looks like, on May Bryant. So her first. And now that puts the Lopes over the team foul limit with 5 here in the quarter. So Seattle will shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way as Alvish sinks the first. She's 1 for 1 from the line tonight.
Alves is a 6'3" senior out of Portugal.
Kennedy Shorts and Tiana Brown checking into the game for the Lopes here. Short's getting her first minutes. 2:26 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Lopes up by a pair. So very back and forth affair. Seattle hasn't hit a field goal in the last 3 minutes and 17 seconds, as their last 3 points have come all on free throws. Sanders in that 1-3-1 zone defense. She's at the top. Finds Rowell. Lopes got to find a way to break it. Rowell finds Balagay inside. Balagay going to be called for a double dribble. Another turnover from the Lopes. So that 1-3-1 zone defense was a good call from Coach Barcombe. And they will look to knot things up or possibly take the lead with 2 minutes to play here in the second half, or in the first half. 3 ball in the corner. Murphy not going to go down. Holland gets the rebound. Now Jada Holland will get things going for GCU. Balagay gets a good screen. Free throw line jumper. Holland's going to sink it. Lopes back up by 4. Jada Holland's got 15 here in the first half.
So take another look here. Absolute beautiful toss into the hoop.
Alvish kick to the corner. 3 ball on the way. Off the glass, not going to go down. Shorts fights for the rebound, and she'll pick it up. Good job from Kennedy Shorts making an impact here as she checked in for the first time just moments ago. She'll set a screen. Holland will kick out to Brown. Seattle back in that man-to-man defense. Rowell step back two, gonna be blocked. Shorts picks it up, can't hit the reverse. Out of bounds, Lopes gonna keep possession. Seattle still no field goals in almost 5 minutes now. 54 and a half left on the clock here in quarter number 2. They'll inbound it to Holland. And she'll get a screen from Balagay. Jada Holland's got to be careful. Almost going to be called for an offensive foul. Got to watch that off arm. Inside, Balagay trying to step through. Can't get it. Fighting gets her own miss. We'll find Rowell up top. Long 3. Tavia Rowell can't hit it. Short's going to get an offensive rebound. And she'll reset at the top of the key with 30 seconds remaining. And Jada Holland at the logo for the Lopes. Sanders gambling, going to get called for a foul. She had a foul to give. And that's just the 4th team foul on the Red Hawks, as Ven Laveris is going to check in. So sharpshooters for the Lopes all the way around now. She'll check in for Shorts, as Balagay, the only forward in the game now for the Lopes. One more foul puts Seattle over the team foul limit with 22.3 seconds remaining. Lopes can wind it down to about 1 second now difference between the shot and the game clocks. Looking to get the final basket here to end the first half. Looking to build on that 4-point lead. Tiana Brown going, 3 seconds left. Brown stops, pops, can't get it to go. Balagay offensive rebound, finds Rowell. It's not gonna count, but she misses anyway. And the Lopes will go in to the locker room here at the half with a 4-point advantage. Montana, not a bad half from either side.
Definitely not. I love to see the work ethic from both teams. Pretty close game. GCU leading by just 4 points. Seattle with 24, GCU with 28. There's been a lot of standout players, especially on the Lope side. Holland, of course, already with 15 points, followed by Rowell with 9. For Seattle, Sanders leads with 9, but behind her is Alves with 6, Vice Neat with 5, Murphy with 3. So definitely Seattle having a lot of scorers, while Grand Canyon really relying on Jada Holland at this point, and Tavia Rowell.
Holland and Rowell and Daniel, the only scorers in the box score for GCU so far through 2 quarters of play. It's 28-24, and of course the big number for Seattle was no field goals in the final 6 minutes of that second quarter. They were held to just 9 points as the Lopes scored 12 in that second quarter to have a 4-point advantage over the Redhawks of Seattle. Well, we're at halftime. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with more here from the GCU Arena right here on GCU TV.
It takes grit and determination to lead a Division I team.
Push it! Push it!
But for some of us, it just comes naturally.
Hey, welcome to GCU. You're in Lope Country now.
What's that sound?
We bring the thunder in the heart of Phoenix.
All right, time to go. Beam me up, Scotty.
I'm getting my master's in education online. I can't slow down time, but I do make my own schedule. Good thing, too, since I'm a mom, wife, student, and teacher. The rest of my time, I make sure this house keeps rolling.
Here at the Lopes Lab, when we're not contemplating the paradoxes of time travel, hey, Mort, greetings. We're working on technology that will save lives. And robots.
We're being hacked!
Time to get to work. I'm defending against malware and hacker attacks. We need people who can outsmart the enemy. Oh, I got you now. And?
Here at GCU, we teach you to harness your passion, transform it into a career so you can help change the world.
It's good to know. My passion isn't just in the classroom. It's also on the court. Game point. No pressure.
Pressure! Let me tell you about pressure.
When it's life or death, that's when the pressure is really on.
Doctor, he's going into VFib. Nurse, get the crash cart. Clear!
It takes grit and determination to lead a Division I team.
Push it! Push it!
But for some of us, it just comes naturally.
When it comes to school spirit, we do it best. Lopes up.
Lopes up.
There's a thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin'. Ice. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin'.
Mountain Dew Ice, a clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
We needed one more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
Back inside the GCU arena where the Lopes hold on to a narrow 4-point lead on the visiting Seattle University Redhawks. Both teams near the top of the Western Athletic Conference standings. And only a couple more games here today, but for the women's side, as Bakersfield and Utah Valley will get underway in about an hour local time here in Phoenix. If you want to catch that one after, you'll watch the conclusion of this one. So a battle between third place teams for Bakersfield and Utah Valley. But Monsanto got spring sports in full swing so far this season, and beach volleyball is about to get their season started in a couple of weeks. So here is a look at the upcoming season for beach volleyball.
Last year was really a growth year for us. We were still full of underclassmen. A lot of our lineup was sophomores and freshmen, and didn't really have that experience to kind of get us over the hump. to get where we wanted to be. And so the athletes learned a lot about themselves. They learned a lot about themselves off the court as well as beach volleyball wise. And we're excited for this year because now we're a lot of upperclassmen. We lost Jamie Walsh last year, who was in our 5 and did a really good job for us. And so we're returning a lot of athletes and just excited about what this year will bring. So we finished the season last year at 14, coming into the preseason rankings as 15, and our goal is just to keep climbing up that rank. And everyone wants to be at the national championships at the end of the year, and that means us making the top 8. Our athletes have been training so hard on and off the court, in season, out of season, so we're expecting a lot of hard work still, a lot of grit. I expect our athletes to be a lot more mentally tough this year just because of that experience. Our goal is to finish in the top 8 at the end of the season. All our athletes have goals that are sometimes past college. So like Anea has dreams to go to the Olympics, and she's competing for her national team over the summer. Bella and Tegan competed for the U21 this summer. So all of our athletes are, wanting to get to that next level, wanting to train hard. We have a lot of them that played AVP this summer, and that experience is really beneficial for going back to college. There's a ton of respect on this team. There's a closeness. Now the majority of our athletes have been here for 2 to 3 years. They make comments all the time how they've never felt so close to their teammates as they do this year. And, it's exciting because they want to work hard for each other. They want to have a successful season. And, it shows in everything they're doing on and off the court. When I came here 5 years ago, I had never even been to Arizona before they brought me on the interview. I just absolutely fell in love with the campus, the university. We have one of the best student sections in the country, and we expect nothing less when we compete this season. The support we get from the president, all of our administration, the students, is like no other university, and we're just really excited to see what we can do this year.
Back now after that preview of beach volleyball. They'll open up their season on the road in California, where they'll take on California and St. Mary's this Saturday before they get their first home match of the season at the GCU tournament on Friday, March the 6th at 3 p.m. when they will take on Abilene Christian, and then Cal Poly, Houston Baptist, all part of that tournament, and they will face GCU Beach Volleyball, who is ranked to start the season. They're going to have a good season. Excited for that to start. And let's go ahead and take a look at the upcoming schedule, brought to you by BSN.
We'll be sure to stick around after the women's game tonight to support the men as they also take on Seattle U at Seattle U. And a busy day for the Lopes tomorrow as softball has a doubleheader against Drake and Utah State, games at 5 and 7. That'll be going on all weekend, so be sure to catch those games. Baseball will also have a tournament all weekend long, taking on Cal State University Northridge at 6 p.m. And men's volleyball will take on number 8 UCLA at 6 p.m. as well. So really big games, big weekend for GCU athletics. So be sure to tune into GCU TV to catch all of the action.
Absolutely, a lot of action for spring sports here on campus as well as on the road. Of course, the men will take on Seattle on ESPN Plus this evening at 8 o'clock Arizona time, and then Utah Valley on Saturday afternoon. I believe that one's going to overlap with the women's game as well, so be sure to tune in to both of those. Maybe have it split screen.
We got almost every sport at home this weekend.
Except for men's basketball, there's got to be something.
If you're in campus, you're in for a treat.
Baseball off to a very good start. Just defeated Oregon and ranked Oklahoma State. And then softball looking to bounce back with the home tournament this weekend, looking to get on a bit of a roll. They struggled over the last 2 weekends, but they are sure to be back and ready to go tomorrow. Like you mentioned, that doubleheader, then men's volleyball, big weekend against number 8 UCLA, and then another ranked team coming in Pepperdine this weekend as well. Well, about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left here at halftime. We're going to take another quick break, and we will be right back with the remainder of halftime and then the start of the third quarter when we come back right here on GCU TV.
There's a story that started in Phoenix, a story of unparalleled growth, of service to one's community, of excellence in academic achievement, a story that has become a model driving education and community service envied nationwide. That story is Grand Canyon University. Technology has changed the way we search, watch, read, and buy virtually everything. It has changed how we communicate with each other and the modern tools we use today. The technology evolution of the last 10 years has produced more innovation and change than the previous 100 years combined. While technology companies are the innovators and disruptors in the 21st century, higher education is viewed quite differently. This is where the story of GCU begins. With unsettling market pressures and potential closure, GCU's historic legacy as a small Christian university in 2008 needed transformation. In 10 short years, GCU's innovative business model for higher education defied conventional wisdom with amazing success, providing opportunity for people of all socioeconomic backgrounds all over the world. GCU has since become home to roughly 90,000 ground traditional and online students, graduating nearly 25,000 students in 2018. These graduates earned their degrees in next-generation programs that prepare them to be workforce ready. But growing the student body wasn't the only mission. Providing affordable, quality education with a Christian worldview was paramount, leading to an increase in graduation rates across all students. The average GPA of incoming ground traditional students grew from 2.7 to 3.5, and the GPA of ground traditional honors college students increased to an average GPA of 4.1 as the university built new colleges, moving from 3 colleges to 9. At GCU, these GPA benchmarks rose as national GPA averages remained roughly 3.0, all while keeping ground traditional tuition the same for the past 10 years and providing students with degrees designed for the 21st century. Along with building a first-class academic reputation, GCU has become a leader in the community. Investing in West Phoenix reflects how GCU stood behind its commitment to faith and service. This story is told in one simple yet powerful phrase: find your purpose.
Welcome back. Just about over a minute now before we begin half number 2. Lopes on top 28-24 on the Redhawks of Seattle University. And now we'll go ahead and take a quick look at the Canyon State halftime stats brought to you by Canyon State Credit Union. You can see the field goal percentage in favor of the Lopes, 41 to 33%. Seattle has just one more turnover than the Lopes at 9-8. Lopes shooting it well from deep at 40% and are out rebounding the Redhawks right now by 4. 20 to 16 is that number you see on your screen right there. So just under a minute now before we begin quarter number 3.
That's right, Kyle. Those stats really going back and forth. What's really going to determine this is the fouls that have been happening so often. That's really been the game-changing difference so far. Well, this evening is a special game. It is Play 4K. As I mentioned earlier, both teams wearing some sort of pink to support this cancer organization. Play 4K unites players, coaches, officials, and fans to do something for the greater good that far exceeds wins and losses in competition. The Play 4K initiative is one of the largest fundraisers in collegiate sports and plays a major role in the success. Over $7.78 million has been awarded to scientific research grants and programs that serve the underserved in the fight against all cancers affecting women. So love to have that here for women's basketball this evening.
And of course, Play 4K, named after Coach Kay Yao, who coached at NC State for 38 years and coached at the University of Elon to start her career with 4. She amassed over 700 victories. She is the fourth women's coach to be inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. She took 20 teams to the NCAA tournament, The accolades go on and on. 8-time National Coach of the Year. She won a couple of gold medals at the Olympics coaching the U.S. women's basketball team. And she even received the 2007 ESPY for Perseverance, named after Jim Valvano, who was a coach with her at NC State as he coached the men's team for a long time there before he passed away. And then, like you mentioned, just that outstanding number, $7.78 million for cancer research. And of course, Kay Yao, this is the Play for Kay week. It is the women's equivalent to the men's Jimmy Valvano week, which happens back in November. And we have a Seattle Redhawks player down at the moment. I didn't quite get a number or see what happened, but Deja Daniel will go to the line. It is 30-24. She just hit the basket. She will shoot one free throw as we get ready to resume play. And Coach Yao, 737 career total victories, just 344 losses. And of course, when you think of women's college basketball, there are 3 coaches that come to mind: Gino Auriemma, Pat Summitt, and of course Kay Yao as well, who did a lot for NC State. She unfortunately did not get to win a national championship, took one team to the Final Four, reached 11 Sweet 16s, and it does look like that is Alvish down for Seattle.
And as you mentioned, Kyle, Play for Kay is the movement, it's a vision from Coach Kay Yao herself. She saw a vision to bring communities together and honor survivors in the fight against all cancers affecting women.
And the court at NC State in Reynolds Coliseum is named after her. It is named Kay Yao Court, where NC State plays their home games. So we get back underway. Alvish checks out of the game, and the Lopes have a 6-point advantage right now, 30-24. Just over a minute into the third quarter. Rowell pulls the jump shot, can't get it to fall, in a rebound for Seattle. And here come the Redhawks, looking to go downhill. Kick out for 3, Pierre, a closeout. 3 ball is gonna be good, and Seattle back within 3, keeping it close.
And that has been the pattern all night. Game going head-to-head, back-and-forth action. Both teams keeping it pretty close. And both 2 talented teams. I mean, Lopes looking for their 8th straight win, while the Redhawks looking for their 6th straight win. The Redhawks have the 2nd longest winning streak in the WAC conference behind the Lopes. So these are the 2 head-to-head teams right now that are hot.
Weissney looking for back-to-back 3s, can't get that one to fall. She hit one just a moment ago to cut the lead to 3, and it's 27-30 as Mae Bryant gets ready to check in for the first time in this half for GCU. Piero with the ball, gets it to Balagay, who will find Jada Holland, who leads all scorers. Inside, Deja Daniel. Goes up with it, Balagay fighting for it. She brings it down, but turns it over, and now here comes Murphy. Holland gonna take another charge, her 2nd of the game. And good defense and recovery from Jada Holland. As Tiana Brown will also check into the game. This is for Tavia Rowell. So Lopes taking a couple of charges so far in this game. 2 from Jada Holland and 1 from Mariah Mitchell. Looking to get it inside. Daniel can't get it there. Brown 3, not going to count. Illegal screen on Mae Bryant. And the lead will remain at 3, even though Tiana Brown did hit that shot, but didn't get it off in time. And it's 30-27, so a very low-scoring affair so far here inside the GCU arena. Lopes on top by 3. Have not scored in over 2 minutes, have the Lopes. That one going to be flipped up and in by Sanders, and she's got 11 now to lead Seattle, and is the 2nd scorer on the game between the 2 sides, behind Jada Holland with 15. And that's going to be a foul on Murphy. As Veras gets ready to check in, it'll be for Deja Daniel. Seattle also going to make a substitution. Pierre with it. She looks to start the offense for the Lopes. She'll kick out to Brown. Brown gets a screen from Bryant. Brown out to Varys. Varys out back to Holland. She'll reset 5 on the shot clock. Shot clock winding down. Holland flips it up and in. Puts the Lopes back up by 3. Jada Holland's got 17.
Take another look here. She's had a lot of those miraculous shots this game.
And then gets a steal right there, forces another turnover, and she'll start the break as that ball was picked up by Varys. Holland pull up from the free throw line. Jump shot gonna be a little bit too strong. And the rebound to Seattle. Still just a 3-point game. Sanders with it. She'll pull up from the free throw line. She'll sink it. She's got 13, and it's a battle of the point guards right now for both sides. Sanders and Holland going back and forth. Sanders 6 for 10 with 13 points. Has not hit a 3, but Holland 7 of 12 from the floor with 1 3 and a pair of free throws for GCU to lead all scorers. Brown, bounce pass inside Bryant, kick out. Doesn't quite find Piera. She has to corral it, she will. She'll flip that one up and in, and she's on the board with her first basket. And that's the first Lope outside of Holland, Rowell, or Daniel to score tonight.
Last game against Chicago State, Piera added 9 points to help secure the 5th consecutive road game.
Sanders' left-handed layup is good. She's got 15. And Sanders is really keeping her team in this game right now. The Lopes with just 4 scorers. Allen got tipped back out to Piera, trying to find Bryan a little too much. Brown with it with 11 left on the shot clock. She'll get a double screen, looking to find Varys. Finds Bryan instead. Bryant gonna drive. She'll be bumped. And she'll go to the free throw line. So May Bryant looking to do some damage here from the free throw line. When we come back, it will be immediate timeout on the floor. Lopes up 34-33. It's been the Sanders and Holland show, a battle of the point guards. Let's see how it turns out. Only one way to find out. Stick around right here on GCU TV.
Wait, let's actually do it right. Hi guys, what's up? Have you guys ever heard of Ask GCU?
I have heard of it.
I have before, yeah.
What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
Why I should go to GCU.
Probably the best food place.
You know, we all love food. Yeah. So probably that episode.
What's the best way to drink a stampede?
Go-karts. What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
All of them.
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite episode is probably where they asked about the Chick-fil-A line.
The breakfast one's pretty good.
The one where you guys talk about the best places to have breakfast on campus and everyone said Chick-fil-A.
That's the best breakfast I've ever had.
The Welcome Week episode.
The Welcome Week one, that one's really clutch.
The Welcome Week, where Brittany jumps around into people's cars and asks them questions. Remember, kids, don't get into people's vehicles.
I just really like you guys.
I just like it when you're in it.
You too.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Back inside the GCU Arena as the dance team just finishing up their routine. Lopes on top, 34-33 on the Redhawks, who have hit their last 3 field goals to cut the lead to 1, and they've really been led by senior guard Kamira Sanders, who has 15 points, and the Lopes are led by Jada Holland, who has 17.
And not only on top of that 15 points that Kamira Sanders has, she is in the 1,000th point club, only one of 4 active WAC members to be in that category. So definitely a leading scorer for her team, and not only just her team, but the entire WAC conference altogether.
Sanders to go along with her 15 points. She's got 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals in 24 minutes of play, as May Bryant will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw from Bryant is good. That is her 41st make out of 58 tries from the line this season. She's a 70% free throw shooter. Gonna find a way off the rim and the backboard to hit the second free throw, as Daniel will come in for Bryant now. 36-33, Lopes lead by 3. As Alvish returns, she went down earlier here in the third quarter. Good to see her back, and looks like she's okay. Sanders will give it up, get it back, looks to pull a 3, won't be able to get one off. Looking to work on Holland, she'll get by, go to the rim, and she'll lay it up and in. She's got 17. And Kamira Sanders really coming to life here in this third quarter as Mariah Mitchell gets ready to check back in for GCU. Kick into the corner, Piera will drive. Kicks out to Brown, who pumps, finds Daniel inside. Deja Daniel lays it up and in. She's got 6 to go along with 8 rebounds on her way to her 11th double-double of the season.
And I know Deja Daniel is excited to be in this one. After the last time she played Seattle, she was forced to sit majority of the game, limiting the Lopes leading scorer and rebounder. She only got 5 points and 5 rebounds within her 20 minutes of action, which was definitely disappointing for her, as she's proven herself to be so successful this season. As you mentioned, 10th double-double, WAC Player of the Week earlier this year.
Back-to-back air balls for Seattle as the Lopes force another shot clock violation, and Mitchell checks in for Holland. It's the first time Jada Holland's gonna go sit all night long. She's played all 27 minutes of action so far. It's Jada Holland working hard for GCU. Let's see what they can do without her on the floor. It'll be Mariah Mitchell with the ball. Gets a screen from Daniel. She'll kick out to Varys. 15 to shoot, inside to Daniel. Daniel gonna go to work. Traveling violation on Deja Daniel and a turnover for the Lopes. Both teams over double-digit turnovers now. Seattle with 13. Lopes just turned it over for their 11th time tonight. Both sides have only hit 2 threes, but the Lopes 2 of 5, Seattle 2 for 11, as that one's gonna be way off the mark as well. Varys fighting for it. Jump ball gonna go the Lopes' way. Bryant back in for Daniel after a short rest, as it looks like they might be going back and forth on short breaks the rest of the way. Inside now to Bryant. Finds Brown. Brown, kick out Piera. She'll drive, puts up a floater, no good. Bryant can't get the offensive rebound, but she'll be fouled, and it'll stay here. Lopes gonna get the ball, and Bryant's gonna go back to the free throw line, as that's the 5th team foul on Seattle.
Well, Mae Bryant has played 16 games this season.
Misses the first free throw, goes to the line for the second. Hits the second, Lopes up by 4. She's 3 of 4 today from the line. All 3 of her points are coming at the free throw line.
She has over 130 points on the season. Coming in 3rd at the leading scorers for the Lopes.
Bryant out of bounds as she touched that ball. Seattle keeps possession with 20 seconds to go on the shot clock, and 2:23, excuse me, left in the third quarter. Lopes up by 4. Inbounded to Alvish. She'll find Sanders, who's got 17, and now foul on Venlaveris. Lopes' second foul of the quarter, and that is Varys's first. Lopes shooting 42% for the game. Seattle just 36. Still a 4-point game. Nothing's really changed since halftime except for Sanders. She's got 19, and she'll go to the line with the and 1. And it's 39-35 for the moment, and a foul on Mariah Mitchell. She'll sink the free throw. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line today.
Well, she is Seattle's leading scorer, over 402 points just this season.
Bryant gets to the rim, lays it up and in, and the Lopes back on top by 3, so that's Bryant's first field goal. She's got 5. She's guarding Alvish right now. Mitchell on Sanders. Long 2, not gonna go. Piera gonna pick up the rebound, and she will start things for the Lopes. Finds Brown, looking for a screen from Bryant. She gets one. Gonna re-screen for Bryant this time. Brown flips one up with the left hand and puts it in. Tiana Brown, her first basket of the evening, and the Lopes on top now by 4. Sanders gonna get fouled by Mitchell on a nice little crossover move with 1:07 remaining here in quarter number 3. Trying to keep her team in it as here comes Jada Holland back into the game for the Lopes. It'll be for Mariah Mitchell, who just picked up her second foul. Sanders, a 67% free throw shooter. Her first miss from the line today, she's 2 for 3. She's got 20 points to lead all scorers now. 9 of 13 from the floor. She'll sink the second. She's got 21 now.
Yeah, she's definitely a strong competitor for Seattle, averaging 17 points per game.
On her way to being well over that average here tonight as Brown forced to find a pass. It's going to be Veras to Piera. Drives baseline. She'll find Holland at the top of the key. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Holland puts it up and in. She's got 19. 45-39. Lopes have the lead with 35 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Lopes have done a good job holding Alvish to just 6 points. So far, Brown, kick out. Gonna fall, that is Vice Need again. Her second 3, she's got 11.
And Viceny was WAC Player of the Week a couple weeks back. The redshirt sophomore tallied her first career double-double and a game-winning point in Seattle's 3-point overtime win, 82-80. She missed 16 games of the season, but she's finally back for some of the final contests.
So at the end of the third quarter of play, Lopes on top, 45-42, with a 3-point advantage going in to quarter number 4. With 10 minutes left to play in regulation, the Lopes are looking to hang on and get their 8th straight victory, while the Redhawks are looking to get their 6th straight victory. We'll be right back with quarter number 4 here inside the GCU Arena when we come back right here on GCU TV.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today. Curiosity fuels you. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems, you're helping to build a better tomorrow. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Back inside the GCU Arena as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Lopes on top, 45-42.
Well, you can enjoy coffee, tea, and smoothies from GCBC, Grand Canyon's own Grand Canyon Beverage Company opened in the Student Union Roadrunner and Diamondback Apartments. So looking to see what the Lopes are going to do in quarter number 4 here. Some critical points going through. GCU leading 45, Seattle right behind them, now at 44. Definitely been a close game so far, things going back and forth all 4 quarters.
Veras pulls up, puts it in off the glass, her first basket on her first shot attempt, and she's on the board for 2. Lopes taking back that 3-point lead. They had a 4-point lead at the half, and so the only thing that's changed is Seattle back within 1 now. Good hands from Jada Holland to get another turnover. That's the 14th for Seattle. And she'll feed Brown at the logo. Getting a screen from Bryant. Brown, kick out. Bryant gonna drive, right hand lay in. Not gonna go too strong. Couldn't quite find the roll. And the Lopes still on top by 3. Sanders finds Alves. Throws up a prayer, can't get it to go. Sanders picks up the offensive rebound, flips it up, no good, off of Bryant's hands on the tip from Sanders and out of play. Seattle keeps possession, and now Daniel checks back in as Alves checks back out. Balagay will check in on the next whistle. Inside, looking to go to work on Daniel. Hook shot not gonna go, too strong. Daniel picks up the rebound, her 9th, to go along with 6 points. Lopes still on top by 3. Up top for Holland at the top of the key. Looking to find Veras on the curl. Can't get a shot away. Daniel, top of the key. Feeds Piera, gets a screen. Piera, kick out, Holland. 3 seconds on the shot clock, offensive foul on Jada Holland. Her first personal. So Jada Holland, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals on the night so far.
Well, speaking of Jada Holland, she's really seemed to come alive within the 4th quarters within the last 2 consecutive road games. I mean, 44 points scored throughout the 2 games, and just 30 of those were in the 4th quarters of both. So she definitely takes a little bit of time to get going, but when she's here in these moments that are critical, it is hot. Career high points, 26 points against Chicago State, as we mentioned, 15 of those just in the 4th quarter, and as we talked about, here she is.
Euro stepping, can't get it to fall. Rims in and out, went halfway down, and of course, like you just mentioned, Montana does a very good job in that 4th quarter as she just blocks Sanders on her way to the basket.
She definitely has a whole new sense of energy and pump going into this. As you can tell, the aggressiveness, as you just saw.
She hit a couple of big threes to propel the Lopes past Kansas City on Thursday last week. Alves going to work. High off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound Balagay, and she will find Jada Holland, who will slow things down with 7.5 left to play in the final quarter. Lopes still up 47-44. Seattle scoreless on their last 5 shot attempts, and over 2 minutes now for both sides before their last basket. Piera stops, kick out, 8 seconds left for Holland. Holland for 3. Not gonna go. Balagay offensive rebound, she's gotta put it up, but she'll be called for a travel. And the 13th turnover by the Lopes. Turnover's a big factor between these two sides. 15 for Seattle, 13 for the Lopes. And they have really been killers so far for both sides. Murphy's 3 on the way. It's gonna fall, her 2nd of the game. She has 6 now, or 6 points on the night, both off of 3s. And you gotta watch Murphy, as Courtney Murphy shoots it 36% from deep on the season. Holland forces one up, can't get it to fall. Batted around, Holland gets the rebound. Will find Veras, back up to Holland, who will reset the offense as we are tied up at 47. Finds Balagay inside, quick one. Deja Daniel puts it up and in. Daniel's got 8. Sanders kick to the corner. Weissneed knocks it down from the corner, and Seattle takes their first lead since the first quarter, and it's 50-49.
Well, the Lopes only have 4 more games before they head to the WAC tournament. So seeding is still being determined for that. But right now, Lopes in a good spot.
And a foul going to be called. And that will end things for a moment. 5.5 left to play. 4th personal on Murphy. 2 free throws for Laura Piera coming up. Piera hits the first free throw. So Jada Holland has set her career high in steals. The previous was 4 against UNLV back in December. She has 5 total on the night as Piera knocks both down. Lopes back up 51-50 inside Alvish. Can't get that pass away, batted around for a moment. Bryant comes up with it and finds Jada Holland. Now Holland looking to get something going. She'll pull it back out inside. Daniel fouled hard by Alvish. Alvish picks up foul number 2. A good hard foul to send Deja Daniel to the free throw line. Air ball's the first. And a 54% free throw shooter is Deja Daniel. She's now 36 of 67 as attempt number 68 is on the way for her. She'll sink the second one. Lopes up by 2. Daniel, 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks. So a rebound and a point away from her 11th double-double on the season. As time winds down, as we are halfway through quarter number 4 inside, double team, puts the hook shot up, can't get it to go. Bryant gonna let it roll out of bounds, and the Lopes are gonna get possession back, and that will lead to the media timeout. So 52-50 is the score here halfway through the final quarter of play. Lopes still on top by a pair. We'll be right back with the remainder of quarter number 4 when we come back right here on GCU TV.
You have a foundation of strong values. You belong where your passions come to life. Grand Canyon University's online degree program in cybersecurity makes it convenient for you to join the newest front in keeping your community safe. GCU teaches you how to secure and protect a virtual environment. Join the growing field of cybersecurity.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena where the Lopes are up by 2 with 4 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. As the Lopes have had the lead for the majority of this game. As Seattle has been hanging tough, led by their senior Kamira Sanders, who has 21 points, are 9 of 15 shooting. And the Lopes are led by Jada Holland, who has 19, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. As the Lopes will start the offense now with Jada Holland. Sanders almost coming away with her 3rd steal. Holland for Bryant. Bryant spin move, left hand, can't get it to fall. Fighting for it now, poked loose, and Seattle will maintain possession. Trying to find Vice Neat. She'll drive on Bryant, travel. Couldn't quite stop herself on that drive to the baseline on May Bryant. Got the hook shot to fall, but does not count. So 16 turnovers on the game for the Red Hawks. And Holland's gonna turn it over. Vice Neat going to the floor, gets it to Murphy, who has to be careful. She's got 4 fouls. Perhaps one of the best free throw or 3-point shooters on this Seattle team. Alvish going to work. Up and under, can't get it to fall. Rowell rebound off of Daniels' back. And Holland will come up with it as Seattle gets ready to make a substitution. The Lopes have had their share of close ones this season. Started with North Dakota here at the GCU Arena in overtime loss. Holland takes her eye off that for a minute. And Seattle wants a backcourt violation.
Almost a big error there by Jada Holland, but able to recover with the time being.
Rowell up off the glass. Can't get that one to fall. Vice Neat the rebound. And of course, beat UTRGV here at home in overtime. That one off the mark. Daniel, her 10th rebound of the game. Close one with Southern Utah as well here at home. UNLV a 2-point win. Santa Barbara a 1-point win off the Deja Daniel game-winning hook shot inside to Bryan. Looking to find Daniel. She'll shoot a jump shot long. Rebound Vice Neat. Close ones with California Baptist at home. And then a couple close ones last week on the road. And we're knotted up at 52 as Varys gets ready to check back in for the Lopes. The first timeout taken for either coach so far tonight. And we're knotted up at 52 apiece. So Coach Powell wants to talk things over. 2 minutes, 36 seconds remaining here in regulation. We are knotted up at 52. Stick around for the exciting conclusion right here on GCU TV.
GCU helps you stay focused on staying purpose-driven. They give you the tools to find what your purpose truly is. Once I got out here, I kind of had an identity crisis. Walking around campus, I saw a flyer for something called Java Jams. When I first walked onto that stage, my heart was pounding, but I was able to find myself as an artist. My name is Joseph, and I'm earning my Bachelor of Arts degree at GCU.
There's thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Lopes have not scored in the last 2 minutes and 39 seconds of play. They're 1 of 9 for their last field goal attempts, have missed their last 4, so the Lopes are in a fight right now with Seattle. It's 52 all. Sanders just hit the jump shot. She's got 23, 10 of 16 from the floor. Holland leads the Lopes with 19.
That's right, Kyle. Sanders is assuming the Lopes really need to not get the ball at this point with 23 points on the night, all tied up. Not someone that should be in possession. The Lopes really going to need to step it up defensively in that sense.
Piera going to drive baseline. She'll stop, put one up, puts it in. Laura Piera, she's got 6. And the Lopes are back on top by 2. Lopes got to be aware of where the three-point shooters are on the floor for Seattle right now. Murphy and Weissneed stand in opposite corners. Sanders working on Holland. Looking to spin. She'll fake it. Not going to get it. Daniel the rebound. And the ball will find its way to Rowell and then Holland. And the Lopes will get things going yet again, up by 2 now. Less than 2 minutes to play here in the final quarter as Alvish gets ready to check back in for Seattle. Inside Daniel, double team coming, turns it over. Here comes Murphy. Murphy gonna smartly pull things out. Was called for a charge last time she was on the break, and the 6th steal of the game for Jada Holland. It's a 3-on-2 for the Lopes. Holland going all the way herself, puts it up and in and one. Jada Holland puts the Lopes up by 4, and she'll go to the line for one more.
As we talked about, Jada Holland really coming alive in the 4th quarter, seeming to do so as well within this game. 21 points tonight.
Going back and forth with Kamira Sanders all game long. She's got 22 now. So Sanders, the senior, Holland, the freshman, both running the point for their respective squads. And the Lopes are up 5, 52-57. Rowell's gonna get a steal. Here comes Tavia Rowell. She'll put that one up and in. Tavia Rowell's got 11. Back-to-back steals and layups for the Lopes and a timeout. Coach Barcombe wants to talk things over. And it's a quick 7-point lead for the Lopes, 59-52 with a minute, 10 seconds remaining here in quarter number 4. We'll take a quick break and be right back right here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves.
Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
GCU, they give you...
Back inside the GCU arena, where the Lopes have quickly sprang to a 7-point lead on Seattle. It was tied moments ago, but back-to-back steals for the Lopes have put them up by 5, and a long 3 from Murphy not gonna go. Daniels, another rebound, fouled. And that'll be the 4th team foul on Seattle, so one more puts them over the team foul limit. Daniel just grabbed rebound number 12. Over the last minute, 24 seconds, the Lopes have gone on a 7-0 run, and Seattle one of their last 7, and now they're gonna pick up full court. As Veras checks out, Bryant checks back in. So a little defense for offense here for Coach Powell, getting more size in the game, making sure they get every rebound. As Piera slips, almost turns it over, gets it to Bryant. Bryant finding Holland, and now the Lopes will get it across. Rowell in the corner, she'll slow things down with Piera. Seattle could have played that one out, but they choose to foul, and Holland will go to the line to shoot 2. So this is where the Lopes have thrived lately, being able to ice games in the final moments. Again, 76% free throw shooter. Jada Holland misses the first. 3 of 6 now on the game from the line.
Definitely a lot of pressure in this moment.
Second free throw, good. So Holland ties Sanders for the lead in points between the two teams at 23. 3-ball, Weissneed gonna fall. Weissneed's got her 4th 3, and she's got 17. And now another quick timeout for Seattle. So it's a 5-point game with 43.1 seconds remaining here in regulation. So the Lopes are gonna have to win this game now at the free throw line, as there is a 13-second difference between the shot and the game clock. So Seattle has to be smart about when they foul here late in this game.
Definitely, Seattle needing to definitely be careful. I mean, Vice-Neat with 17 points, Sanders with 23. Lopes needing to not only step it up defensively, but offensively as well, as Seattle U is quickly trailing them only by 5.
So, of course, after a timeout, as long as there is no dribble, you can choose to advance the ball beyond half court, which the Lopes have chosen to do here to avoid any mishaps in the backcourt. That one will go out of bounds. Lopes are going to keep possession. Now substitution for Seattle as Coach Barcombe wants them to take a look at it. And it looks like they're going to do it. So we'll see if this call is going to stand, as they need indisputable evidence to be able to overturn a call, as they did call on the floor. It's going to be Lopes basketball in the corner as it stands right now. 60-55, 41.6 remaining on the clock.
Seattle U looking for anything they could get at this point with only 41 seconds remaining.
So the Lopes led by Jada Hollins, 23.6 rebound, 4 assists, 1 block, 6 steal night. And then Tavia Rowell has really stepped up. She's got 11. Daniel has 9 points, 12 rebounds. 2 blocks for her as well. Bryant has 5. Varys and Brown each with 2 to go with Balagay's 2. Pierre's got 6. And that is the Lopes scoring so far. And for Seattle, led by Sanders with 23, Vice-Neat with 17. Murphy and Alvish both have 6, and the Lopes have done a good job forcing Alvish into tough shots. She's just 2 of 13 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And then Izanu with 3, and that is the Seattle scoring. Of course, the big number is the turnovers for both sides. 18 for Seattle. Lopes have 15. Lopes shooting 44% from the floor, 37% for Seattle. And the call will stay with the Lopes in a tough spot, inbounding it in the corner. Looking to get it to Holland. They will, falling out of bounds. Holland's going to turn it over. And here comes Sanders. She's going to keep it. Sanders flips it up, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, no. Tipped around. Alvish off of her last. And a sequence that Seattle would like to have back, and I think the Lopes as well. And another timeout by Coach Powell. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So, after almost a mishap from the Lopes on that inbounds in that corner spot, Lopes able to get enough of the basketball to force another Seattle turnover, knock that one out of play off of Alvish last, and the Lopes will maintain a 5-point lead. They have just 1 timeout remaining. Seattle still has 3, so if the Lopes get in trouble, they got to be careful. Only 1 timeout. And we'll see if the Lopes are going to advance the basketball. It looks like they will here again. Of course, at any time, you got to watch the 3-point shot from both sides. So they're going to inbound the ball to May Bryant. Bryant's going to get it away to Holland. They're not going to blow the whistle for a foul, and that one's going to sail over Jada's head. And now Venla Varys will check back in for May Bryant. So that's really the first time all season long we've seen May Bryant make a couple of mistakes back-to-back. Lopes still up by 5. Seattle still has a chance to get back in this game. It's going to be Sanders looking for Vice-Neat. Vice-Neat will take it inside. She'll hit a layup. 19.5 seconds remaining. And now it's timeout by Coach Powell. It'll be a full. So 60-57, 3-point Lopes lead, 19.5 seconds remaining on the clock. We will go ahead and take one final quick break before we come back with the final 19 seconds right here on GCU TV.
This is Sanderson Ford Country, where Arizona's pride. Thing we do, we're Arizona's pride. Sanderson Ford.
Our military heroes' courage and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors our heroes and pays tribute to your heroism. Thank you for your service.
Rock a showstopper, beats, get it crunk and wired. Wave your hands, scream loud. Everybody here, get it out of control.
3-point Lopes lead. 19 and a half seconds remain here in quarter number 4. 60-57. Seattle looking to stay in this one. Almost turned it over again. Sanders has been in the passing lanes all game long. And of course, Lopes out of timeouts now. So if they get in any trouble, they're just going to have to get the ball inbounds any way they can. Can't take a timeout to get things back in play. Bryant, they're going to foul her. 17.6 left. Mae Bryant tonight from the free throw line, 3 of 4. She is a 70% free throw shooter on the season.
And she has definitely proven that, coming in clutch in moments like this that are pretty critical for the Lopes. Let's see if she can do it.
Sanders for Seattle has played all but 2 minutes of the game. Holland for the Lopes has played all but 3. So both point guards having to go at it as Bryant sinks the first. Gets the second to bounce up and in.
Much needed points for the Lopes.
Now a quick timeout taken by Seattle. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it here. 57-62. 17.6 seconds is an eternity in college basketball, especially when you have 2 timeouts remaining and can advance the ball to half court to avoid losing that time. So, Seattle down by 5. Lopes doing a good job hitting free throws. 12 of 17 on the evening so far. That's a 71% for those of you doing the math at home. A very quick play drawn up by Coach Susie Barcombe and Seattle, as Coach Powell taking all the time that she can get out of that timeout as the Lopes. Again, no timeouts for GCU, just 2 for the Red Hawks. Can't allow a 3 if you're Seattle, or if you're the Lopes. Murphy gonna step back, short off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Murphy's gotta go quick, a step back again. Not gonna go, Pierre rebound. She'll be fouled with 6 seconds left, and the Lopes have a chance to ice this one and put themselves up 7 with 6 seconds to play. Murphy got a couple of good looks at it. Just 2 of 8 from deep, 2 of 10 on the game. First free throw, Pierre hits it, up 6. So a 2-possession game for the Lopes right now, 63-57. Looking for the season sweep on Seattle. Can't get the second to fall, and a timeout by Seattle. It's gonna be a quick 30, I believe. So with the Lopes up by 6. 5.2 remaining. It is not over quite yet. A quick 3 and a quick foul. And a couple of missed free throws from the Lope gives Seattle a chance at a half-court heave to possibly tie this one up.
Both teams on immaculate winning streaks, but one of those is going to end right now. So Lopes looking to get their 8th straight victory. Seattle looking to get their 6th straight victory here in tonight. So well, after today's game, senior night will take place on Saturday for the Lopes final homestand. One of the seniors honored will be Lopes power forward Deja Daniels, who ranks in the national top 25 for field goal percentage and rebounds per game with averaging 10.5. She's a WAC leader in those categories, along with block shots per game.
Seattle's last loss came against this Lopes team on January 23rd up in Seattle. The Lopes have not lost in over a month. It doesn't matter that 3 counts. 0.2 of a second remaining. It is all but over now for this one, as they're going to have to go back and put those 0.2 of a second back on the clock. So the Lopes' last loss coming January 18th here at home against the Roos of Kansas City by 21, but they have bounced back with now an 8-game winning streak since that point in time. Seattle's 5-game winning streak is going to be snapped. The Lopes are going to remain in first place in the Western Athletic Conference, and this one looks like it will end 63-60.
Looks like a bit of miscommunication to what is happening. Ref's gonna.
As soon as the ball is touched, it'll be over. Just get it in, and that will do it. Officially, the Lopes' 8-game winning streak going into senior night on Saturday. 63-60. Lopes survive Seattle. And Jada Holland led the way with 23.
Well, GCU began the game with a 7-game winning streak, going to 8, making it one of the 20 teams nationally with a winning streak of at least 7 games. Huge win today. Only 4 games remain in the WAC conference play before the team will head to the WAC tournament in Vegas, which is approaching very soon in March.
So Jada Holland picks up right where she left off. Deja Daniel had 9 points to go with 12 rebounds. Tavia Rowell had 11 points, but Seattle was led by Sanders with 23 and Weissneet with 19. And of course, you talked about that WAC tournament, Montana. The Lopes right now projected to be in the NCAA tournament as a 16 seed, going to Waco, Texas to take on the Baylor Bears. We'll see if that is going to withhold. Still a couple of weeks to go before we get that.
And you gotta love to see that. I mean, from the progress that this team has made, it's unexpected for them to be at the top of WAC standings, but they have done it. They have climbed their way there, and they deserve that more than anyone at this point.
Absolutely. Seattle falls to 12-13 on the season and even 6-6 in Western Athletic Conference play. The Lopes move to 15-8 and 10-2 in Western Athletic Conference play. Well, thank you for tuning in. The Lopes will be back here Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. to take on the Utah Valley Wolverines for their final home game of the season. And you can catch it all right here on GCU TV. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. For everybody here at GCU TV, for Montana Lambden, I'm Kyle Borg saying have a great rest of your night. And as always, go Lopes.